Yo, it's the young hitman here, and y'all know what we got going on, man. You see, we got STR Teen Trunks here. Here's one thing about him, I didn't even realize it. He actually supers at 9 key, so that's very convenient. Now, he did not activate it here. He has a scouter ability. I'm sure you guys, I mean, for those that don't know at this point, he has a scouter ability right now. 3 links active, Cold Judgment, Shattering the Limit, and was that Soul versus Soul? 187k defense. Wow. All right. Okay. I thought he was gonna be at like 140. That's actually pretty impressive for me. So one thing about, well, everything about this guy. 2.2 million attacks added is of course like subpar, right? We'd like to see him at 3 million because that's the bare minimum nowadays, right? For anybody that doesn't have crits or additionals built in. But let me keep this in mind. He is a support unit. This Trunks gives himself attack and defense 150% at the start of turn. He will give himself an additional 40% attack and defense, and all allies will get 1 key per savior category ally on the same turn. So he gave 80% and 2 key right here. He will have a high chance of getting a scouter ability if there's an extreme class enemy, and he will give all allies 10% attack and defense. If it seems as though it's connected, this is the weird wording. There's no semicolon or anything like that. It seems like you still need to fight an extreme class ally or enemy, but he will give himself all allies 10% attack and defense if all allies in the turn are savior category characters. So they need to be saviors and you have to be fighting an extreme class op. That's weird to me. I think it's connected, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It would make more sense if it was separate, right? Where you didn't have to fight a villain. And then all allies by nature will get 1 key and 20% attack and defense. That's where this guy was really useful. This is what people were excited about. He's one of the only like super strikes so far like we cared about because he had the innate support passive in his, before he even was a TUR, he had that. That was one of his things. Like back in the day where you didn't demand support units the way you do now. It was sort of like okay, they gave us a support unit and people didn't even care about support back then. It's crazy how far the game has come. Okay, so you see the scouter is active. Defense is once again 187k. Let's see what the physical Trunks 150k, and then Tech Ultimate Gohan at 140. All right, that's fine. But yeah, he was a rainbow. Like he helped everybody. All allies got 15% attack and defense, if I remember correctly. That was his passive. Like that is what he brought to the table. Not to undersell him, but back then that just even back then that wasn't really crazy. The only reason we even used the super strikes outside of, I don't know, like 3 of them, I'd say the Int Android 16 was good because he guarded and mitigated when he guarded. uh Chilled was good because he was a nuker in an era where nuking was viable. And oh, the Jackie Chun, he was actually pretty good, right? If I remember correctly, I think Jackie Chun was pretty solid back then. Something like that. I'm forgetting one of the super strikes, but we only cared about them because they helped us get Prime Battle Goku. That was one of the worst. Yeah, you youngins, y'all don't know about that grind. That grind was one of the worst things in the game. All 777 medals, it only gave you 7 medals per run. There was no boost, there was no 10, 20 medal drops, there was no like boosted category like effects. There was nothing. Like it was 7 and you were gonna work for that fucking 7 because you could die on any given run. Is what's crazy. But Prime Battle Goku was the best unit in the game at that time. Like he was really king of the game. It was between him and STR Gogeta. All right, at least Prime Battle Goku was the de facto best. He was the only LR. He was the first LR. He was the only LR in the game. So he's by nature like a uber powerful unit. Like we had never seen that before. So now it's good to see that these guys are getting more and more relevance right here. You see 187k. I'm just surprised he's sitting at almost 190k defense. I give him props for that. I did not expect that at all. He's overwhelming me right now. I didn't think he'd get over 200k defense so easily. But yeah, so it's good to see that these guys are getting rejuvenated a little bit. Some of them are trash though. I can't even front off you. One thing about this trunk, I don't want to showcase him outside the Saviors cat, because if I take him off Saviors, he's gonna look mid. I'm gonna just be a buck 50 with you. He's gonna look mid. So like me running him on a team to get more super strikes or anything like that, it's just not gonna look good. There's not much I can do for this guy to get certain links active. Like right now, Old Judgment, Messenger from the Future, Royal Lineage, and Shattering the Limit. Those are some links I could get. I could work with those. Soul versus Soul, somewhat. I mean, it's 5% attack and defense, 2 key. Fine. Z Fighters and Super Strike? No, we're not. I'm not trying to manipulate links so that it'll work. And his numbers are. I didn't mean to miss that super attack, but that's fine. His numbers are gonna be worse anyway. I don't know. I'm not going for it. So we're gonna showcase him in another environment. I don't know how much more I could do for him. Really, I actually, I don't know how much more I could do. I don't want to say this is the showcase, but really, I think he's quick to the point. You understand what he does. There's nothing. You only want to run him on this team. Like, that's pretty much what we're gonna do here. Okay, AGL Trunks. His condition to transform is 6 attacks. Okay. I figured out what we're gonna do. We're gonna have AGL Trunks transform at some point. Link him up with this Trunks right here. That should activate Messenger from the Future and oh no, it's just gonna be Messenger from the future. Yeah. Do y'all really care about Messenger from the Future? 10% attack? I mean, he's not exactly gonna hit a 4 million attack stat. That's not what he does. So this is gonna be the last turn. I think this is a good. It was a mini showcase. I'm fine with that. I'm not going out my way to make the video 15 minutes. It's not gonna happen. So 2.2 million attack stat. He's exactly what he's been the whole fight. All right. So we're good. Let's see what Physical Trunks does right here. 3.3. His EZA, man. That's with support, bro. That's too damn near. If it's not 24 key, it's damn near 24 key. I hate it that they did this. Like, he just is under death. And he's fighting Wicked Bloodline and he's fighting Extreme Class. It's like, come on, man. I need more. I need more. AGL Trunks also looks underwhelming on this turn though, so it doesn't exactly help my point. But you see, you know how he gets down, so I'm not worried about him. Yeah, Trunks, man. Even with a guaranteed crit, his damage for an LR EZA is just trashed, right? Just not enough. So I'm gonna leave the video at that. I think you guys really get the gist of what he brings to the table. I enjoyed making this short showcase for you guys. Young Hitman, consider checking out the channel and all that. You guys know the YouTuber cliches and all that. But for real, if you did enjoy the video, it would mean a lot if you liked the video. Thank you for your time regardless. Young Hitman, he off this.